our next guest alongside her family on the E! Network's show, Married to the Jonas. These days, Dina, Deleasa-Gonsar, is sharing her family traditions and recipes on her popular food blog, DishitGirl.com. Today, she's hitting the pantry to show us ways to make some of our staples a little more interesting.
First, we're going to start out with how about making some interesting salts. You can actually make them right at home. You can take some herbs that are about to go, chop them up, or you can take a couple of tablespoons of salt and you're simply going to take some garlic cloves. We're going to do about 3, and you actually just chop them up. You're going to mince them right into the salt. So you're going to keep tossing and you're going to keep chopping until it's all combined, and then you're going to leave it out to dry for a day or 2, and there you go. You have your own homemade garlic salt, which is great on meats and on roasted vegetables, which brings me to my next idea. If you have vegetables that are about to go in your refrigerator, roast them up. It'll give them a little bit more shelf life. They make great sides, additions to salads. My favorite is taking plum tomatoes or cherry tomatoes and roasting them. All you're going to do is cut them up halfwise, and then you're going to put them in a bowl with a little tiny bit of sugar, some balsamic vinegar, and some olive oil. You're going to add in some salt and pepper. You're going to put them on a baking sheet at 450 degrees for about 12 minutes or so, and then they come out beautifully caramelized. They're great in the refrigerator for a week. You could put them on some toasted bread, or you can crush them up and make them into a pasta sauce. Really awesome roasted tomato pasta sauce. Another thing you can do is infuse your olive oils. Take what you got. You can infuse them with fruits and different herbs, aromatics. What I'm going to do today is just take a cup of olive oil, some garlic clove, I'm going to take some fresh parsley that I've chopped up, some fresh rosemary, and what we like to call in my family hot seed, but it's red pepper. And I'm going to put this onto the stove for about 4 or 5 minutes, warm it through. Then I'm going to let it sit and infuse for 2 hours, and then strain it into this glass jar and keep it around for a little while. It's going to add a little bit more flavor to my marinades, vinaigrettes, and again, my roasted vegetables. Another thing is, do not throw out those glass jars with olives and pickle brine and pepper brine. They are super, super flavorful. You have lots of good vinegar, lots of good herbs, all in that pickle brine. It makes a great marinade to braise chicken thighs in for roasted vegetables. Another thing is olives. Don't throw away that olive brine. You want to take some of this vinegary Kalamata olive brine and put it with some olive oil, some feta cheese, salt, pepper, oregano, and you've got the great makings of a Greek salad. The other thing you could do is make pasta puttanesca, which I'm going to show you really quick. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to throw in some olive oil into a pan with garlic, some anchovies. We're going to let them melt together, let the garlic start to brown. The next thing we're going to add in is a 28-ounce can of fresh tomatoes. Be really, really careful when you do this. Lower your heat because it kind of splatters. Then you're going to take those Kalamata olives and that really yummy brine, add that to the mix, along with some salt and some pepper and a little bit of fresh chopped parsley. And you're going to let that simmer together for about 15-20 minutes. Thank you for joining me in the kitchen today. These are a couple of simple and easy ways to elevate your pantry staples. You can find all the recipes on DishitGirl.com, and stay healthy and stay safe.
Looks like a great pasta sauce. I'll have to try it. We put a link to Dina's blog on 13onyourside.com. And we'll be back with Laura's forecast next.